All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechach double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity. Another video of the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. This one right here, boy, oh boy, this is only 3 weeks old. Came across this, man. It says, our genocide, how does Amalek feel about the war on Gaza? And so you're going to have this guy to the right. He's interviewing people who live over there in the land. And you see that, y'all, the same way that these American Edomites look down on us, treat us like crap, take no knowledge of our labor, they're doing the Ishmaelites over there like that in the land. Showing you, y'all, hey, these are the same people. Although some of them, their nose might hook a little bit harder, and they have a little bit of an accent when they speak. All right, and they're all Elam, Ishmael, and Edom. They've been over there having children for centuries now. So some of them look a bit phenotypically different. But these people, the small hats, they are definitely Edomites, and their mannerisms and their speech, they do the same thing over there that they're doing to us over here. So the point of this video, y'all, you're just gonna see the lack of mercy, the lack of love, the lack of humanity that these people have for the civilian population that they're wiping out, right? And they're doing everything they can to justify themselves. So I want to start with this, actually, showing you that they're not the people, y'all. Flat out, the scriptures tell us when the chosen people get back in the land, there'll be peace on the earth. Is there peace on the earth? No. So what the fuck are we talking about? All right. Isaiah 13. 26, excuse me. Isaiah 26, we'll start with this one. 26 and 10. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness he will deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So favor has been shown to these devils. And are they doing any good with it on the earth? No, nothing but evil. All right. And as a matter of fact, y'all, when you look at, because they're going to be in, I'll say TELAVIV, that's where most of this footage is shot at. It looks like Miami over there. They got the same spirit on them. You finna see, y'all. You finna see. I'm gonna let this play. They're in the land. They're not doing righteous with it, right? They're not the chosen people. They're not going to go on to that glory like how we are when we're given the new bodies. They're not the people, y'all.
We're here walking.
Like you look at them, right? They have certain features, right, that are different. But these people are Edomites, right? Don't get it twisted. Amalek, the chief tribe, and you can see in their mannerisms, they make these American Edomites look like wussies with their hatred over there.
Represents Israelis?
I'm here to find out what Israelis
smoking. I ain't seen a head wrap yet. No fringes. No garments. Where's the chosen at? Hose is out, ass and titties is out, tattoos. While one people is partying and living it up, another people is fighting for fucking food, y'all. Not, on the same patch of land, not too far from each other. They don't care. They're soulless. They're heartless. They do not care, y'all. They do not care. Straight up, a whistleblower. All right, Salakia. You fast forward.
Israeli Human Rights Organization.
Bombed and starved. Left
It's quite a title.
both.
So I want to go to the next section where they're at the see, and the hose is out. Look how they dress in the Holy Land. Look how they're dressed, man. Crazy. We're gonna go to the next section though, when he's gonna hit up the market and get to asking more questions. And once again, you're gonna see the mindset of these people.
As is rain.
We just saw they had their hands out with pans, begging for food. And over here, this boy got a whole assortment of spices. And the thing he's gonna go on to say, oh, business ain't Slovakia. Business ain't booming how it's supposed to. Well, shit, your business is better than no business. Than, you know, getting rocket shelled and whatnot on a day-to-day. And y'all, and these American white Eurocentric Christians in America, they justify these people. Why? Because they are the same people. Oh. Wait 1 second. Plaza Wood. This woman said 50% of the pictures is fake, y'all. Just throwing out some crazy statistic. Who does that remind you of? What people like to throw out crazy statistics when you get to mentioning the people that they're oppressing? What hostages is she talking about? Y'all, they don't care. They're soulless, they're heartless. They will always find a reason to justify themselves, whether it be here in America, whether it be in Guantanamo Bay. This is literally how these people get down. You can't make them feel sorry for anything. That's why, if we go here, Psalms 58, verse 3. Verse 4 is the main point. We'll start at 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. You can't make a snake feel bad for biting you and poisoning you. That is these devils' mentality. They're always justified in what they do. Their way is law. Their form of life is the only way of life. And if you get in the way of that or don't agree with it, they'll wipe you out. Psalms will go to 73. Hey, and this, you know, they fit so much in here. Literally, y'all, they're at the market, eating good, living good, right? They're not plagued like other men. They're not in trouble like other men. Verse 5, the famous verse. You see that all up and down without argument. But I want to jump to verse verse 8, excuse me. Psalm 73 and 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And this verse fits them perfectly. They don't care that they're murking civvies, if you will. That woman just came out her ass and said 50 to 80% of the media you're seeing is doctored. Huh? Wait a minute. Alright, so right here, what I'm going to have is one of these VR videos. It says, this is, we'll call it Giza, or Giza, right? Unfiltered. This is one of them 3D videos where you can turn the phone and it'll show you things in real time. Let's actually look at what the land looks like over there, y'all. Because these people are just fabricating shit out of their butt. I mean, there's no other way to plainly state it, y'all. There ain't no other way to plainly state it. Absolute madness, at best.
You are looking at Gaza City, torn apart by Israeli bombardment for 2 years.
I'm actually knock the volume and just fast forward. Yeah, these boys crazy, y'all. So look how they living. Alright, so lucky, y'all. Back to it. So, you know, this is that 3D camera thing. You know, we're looking around, right? This, hey, we understand this is Ishmael, right? This stuff they're going through, this don't, we're not, you know, crying out for them. They're not the chosen, right? But this is a fact that's going on in the world. You have a group of folk that have an unbalanced scale of power using it to completely trash another group of folk. So for these people always claiming about some love and peace, they're not showing that. Where's that all that love thy neighbor crap at that they say to us, right? That they tell us we got to do and be. And look at these people. Look how they got this other people living. Now, we understand, truth be told, we understand that much of the T-ism that goes on is set up by E so that he has an excuse to invade and destroy, right? So we're not ignorant to that. But let's say, hey, there's probably a handful of them groups that are actually, I'm talking about there's a handful of Ishmaelite groups actually doing stuff to Amalek, right? Not all of these people are a part of it or in on it. Just like any group or organization, y'all, you're gonna have civilians involved. Not every single person who lives or is the same nationality as a group of so-called bad people supports them. Just like with so-called black people, right? There were black people who didn't support the Black Panthers and thought they were just causing problems, right? Just like here in America, there's so-called white people who supposedly don't support the Triple K. So to claim that all 100% of these people are in on it are T's, that's just an excuse to have a reason to lay waste to folk. Look at this. Got people coming out on stretchers, y'all. Real deal, real spill. Niggas' mamas, niggas' grandmamas. It's going down. All I'm doing is turning the phone, you get to see more of it. So they're completely laid waste over here, y'all. So all the crap that they're talking, boy, these some murderous hearted people. All right, so that festival where the enemy so-called, came down and paratrooped into the land, if y'all remember that. And, so much came out after about that, how most likely it was, an inside tie-in type joint, right? All the defense y'all got over there and some random folks that can paratroop any of your shit. So they believe in lies. The same way that the Americans over here believe in the false flags that give them permission to do bad, they fall for the okie doke over there too.
You have a friend who died on 7th of October?
Nova.
He was at Nova.
Yes.
I didn't have to translate that. He spoke understandable English. The mothers, the women, the children. He said the little children they're gonna grow up to be big. Come on now, y'all. And this is something else. This is another section. There was some sort of protest going on. It was bugged out. I'll go to the last section of this where he's out at the club. And it's the same thing. Look at this. This shit looks like a street in Miami. Scantily clad, right? People out drunk, drinking. Does this say, is this what the scriptures say would happen when we get back in the land? No. But it does say this would be going on. Let me get this out of Zechariah. Hence, you see what you're seeing go on. Zechariah 9:6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. Right? Someone who is not meant, someone who is not chosen, someone who does not lay proper claim is in the land, y'all. And we're seeing it live time how they act. And they're over there acting a mother-sucking monkey fools. They're showing no mercy, y'all. And who can stop them? Who can stop them? They're laying waste to everything around them. They're putting the blame out so that they can have excuse, so that they can be justified. And y'all just saw it. That's their mindsets. Wipe them all out. Well, damn, wait a minute. I remember back from the years 1939 to 1945, there was a guy saying to wipe all of y'all out. As a matter of fact, that little dude that was talking, you look a little bit too brown skinned. Wait a minute. You was a little bit brown skinned, cuz. I don't know about you, bro. I'm joking, I'm talking shit, y'all, but you see, these are some murderous, intended folk, y'all. They'll justify themselves in their evil. I'm gonna go right to verse 8. Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness, to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Y'all, these people, they've gone around killing, spoiling, and destroying. To gain their power and status in the world, they've done nothing but lay waste to everybody around them. They didn't gain things honestly. You jump down to verse 12, what do you see? Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. That's how that land was gotten. Literally, y'all. Men, women, children, babies, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. That's what's legit going on. And rather than, they don't even want to come to the table and have an honest conversation. They're so gung-ho and bent against wiping them Ishmaelites out. You know, there ain't nothing to talk about with them. But that's the same spirit that they hit us with. That's how we know it's the same people, y'all. Edom has a vicious hatred for everything around them. All life. Shit. Come back here. So this guy, to sum up much of what he said, he's like, you know, I don't want this guy was a little bit more reasonable. Maybe because he was drunk. But in his, you know, when he's getting interviewed, he's saying, look, of course nobody wants the war. You know, there's cities going down on both sides, but we have to protect ourselves. That's essentially his sentiment. So he's not all super crazy gung-ho, but then you're going to see something happen in a moment.
We're speaking to, and every.
So this interviewer, you know, he's just interviewing people out at the night, and you're going to see this collective hive mind take over. And the Edomites do the same thing here in the States. You can't tell no other grown man who he can and can't speak to. If he wants to have a civil discourse with somebody who believes in something contrary, that's fine. But once again, y'all, that hive mind. So now you see everybody there now. Look, y'all, now they all looking at him. You can see in their faces. Come on, man.
What's happening?
That's a Karen. That's a Karen in the East. Look like Karen's daughter. Running around snitching. Doing the same shit over there. Go. Smart move. So you see, y'all, man. Hey, these creatures, y'all. They are merciless wherever they go. Wherever they go, to whomever. That's why, y'all, the only solution is to Esau has to be paid back for all the things that he's done, y'all, because he's just on a fucking rampage, man, and he won't stop. This dude will not stop, y'all. This dude will not stop. He's taking peace from the earth. He's the man of sin. He's the man of blood. He's the serpent. He's the dragon. The only way, you know what? I'll end on this one of my favorites. The only way there will be peace is when he is put down. That's it, and that's all. You know, I just came across that video. I wanted y'all to see their mentality, their mindset, y'all. They're the same people. One's nose is just bigger than the other's. Because his aunt may be an Ishmaelite. But the Amalek over there, boy, they some dickheads. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath has come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged. So all the world is in an uproar. Everybody down here is angry, and the judgment is coming. Right? These nations who don't have the truth, they may not know what we know, but they still know that what's going on in the earth is not right. It says, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth. And that's when there will be peace. When these people are removed out of power, we will finally have peace on the earth. Until then, we're not, because these are not a peaceful people. These are a warlike people. They'll be at the beach eating, laughing, joking, while their cousin is murking, and then they'll be celebrating. There's another video I saved to watch later. I just ain't watched it yet, but it's the Amalekite. It's titled let me see. So right here, I'm not even gonna play the video. It says the Geno in Giza through the eyes of Amalek soldiers. They filmed their crimes, war crimes. So essentially this video is a compilation of them doing things, you know, happy, smiling, recording for the gram, y'all. I want y'all to think about that, y'all. I want y'all to, you know, somebody is, let's say, beating your grandmother's skull in and putting emojis up on the video recording. Somebody's putting a little weak weenie in the beloved females of your family and recording it, and then after they blow their heads off. That's the type of shit that's going on. But they're always justified, they're always right. There's a lot going on, man. So, ooh, look at this. Ooh, y'all saw that? Ooh. Ooh, had that boy in his underwear. Where that's at? Give me that back. Ooh, look. Ooh. But we're the problem, y'all. We don't got nobody blindfolded in their underwear. Hey, when they're removed, there will be peace. Until then, there ain't none. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakonash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.